The decision. The sun rose. A new day had come. The day Rara would demonstrate her talent to the world, and therefore leave her mark on the world. But she was not in the right mood to accept it. It looked like the coffee she drank yesterday had a negative effect on her, because she couldn't sleep the entire night. Her central retinal arteries were noticeable in her eyes, and her pupils shrank to the minimal point. Totally sleepless, she didn't notice the paparazzi and their cameras. The reckless ones even took away her trench coat and left her to her fate. She did nothing, just remained still. If there's something ponies love to see more than a celebrity, it's a celebrity in disgrace. The voice came back. Come on, wake up. The voice encouraged her once more. Get on your feet. Rara obeyed her and slowly stood up from the bench and stretched her body. That's the ticket. She was totally unrecognizable. Her fatigued eyes, her disheveled and ruined mane, her hooves covered in mud, her body thinner than usual, her dress torn apart, her pale coat. She was in the last ones. Suddenly she was caught by surprise by a pony special to her. Special in the wrong way. A personal intruder. Don't give me that face, coloratura. You're not dreaming. I'm actually here. Now everywhere you go, every pony will know you're not even a bit perfect. Rara remained speechless. Her heavy breathing was a sign of stress. The only thing she could do was turn around, continued her way back to the theater and left her behind. But the intruder kept following her. All the ponies on the street watched Rara, and this time there was no dark to hide her appearance. They couldn't look away her sight from her. The intruder was no other than the voice, who had taken the form of her older alter ego, the Countess, and slit past the eyes of the public. So that minuet bitch seemed to be happy with your life you have chosen? Why did you trust a dentist instead of me in the first place? I was the reason every pony loved you. Without me, you're nothing. If you will listen to me, we must prevail as the most important singers in all Equestria, and then the world. You were fabulous. Your ponies loved you, and you betrayed them. You changed them for a fucking monologue about your dull life that no pony cares about. Well, good for you. Fuck it. I'll tell you what. We'll make a comeback. They're getting ready for something huge, and we'll give it to them. Brush that pathetic mane. Wash your face. Take off those rags. Get some surgery. 30s are your new sweet 16, motherfucker. We were original coloratura. They fell down to our hooves. You've done so much for these little miserable bastards. Give the ponies what they want. Some good old-fashioned apocalyptic porn. I even had the title. The Countess Rises. 1 billion worldwide, guaranteed. You saved those ponies from their boring, miserable lives. You gave those dreams and hopes to every spectator you encountered. You made them drown in their spittle, shit their pants. All you had to do was listen to my words. The Countess shook Rara's head sharply. Her eyes were phosphorescent. Her head exploded into a light, and color-ranged and loud music came out of her ears. Soon, Manhattan was painted in neon colors. The sky was pink, and tons of ponies were praising her image and repeating constantly, "Rara! Rara! Rara!" The singer, totally renovated, was located at the top of the highest building in the city, and, sitting on a nearby corner, was the Countess wiggling her hind legs. Listen to them. Listen to that cheer. The Countess lifted her left hoof up to raise the volume. That's what I'm talking about. Flashy lights, mountains of bits, your own doll. Look at these ponies. Look at their eyes. They are sparkling. They love this shit. They love blood. They love action. They don't want something original. They want to see the same thing they've seen 1,000 times before. Posters with Rara's face appeared from nowhere, and in a matter of seconds covered every single building in Manhattan. Rara, for a brief moment, grinned. Yes, and the next time you scream, it will explode in 1,000,000 of eardrums. Your new style is absolutely atrocious. I don't care about what your friends think. You're not good anymore. You should be us. You're the one who was famous, and the one who had everything. Not whatever you become. If you are truly coloratura soprano, stay here at the top of the world, above them, for it is written, we accept the love we think we deserve, and you deserve to be loved. For who are you in this moment? Rara caught up in the Countess's cheat and realized that to achieve the major accomplishment she had to slip down. Fearful of her own destiny, she looked downwards and stepped forward. But in that instant, she was interrupted by a voice from afar. Rara! The voice came closer and louder. Rara, don't do it! A couple of Who's held her and pulled her backwards, preventing her intention. Those Who's belonged to Coco, who made her come back to Equestria. What were you thinking? Rara soon realized she was at the top of the theater. Apparently, she had lost the notion of reality. She returned to the neglected aspect. Where have you been? The designer asked, worried. Discord and I have been looking for you all morning. When you finally showed up instinctively, you went to the roof. You had us worried. Mind to explain? Rara remained speechless. She did the first thing that came to mind. She broke into tears. Coco didn't know how to react to the situation, so she lifted her up and gave pats on her back to make her feel better. Now it was her time to return the favor. The rest of the day was spent in tidying Rara. Coco bathed, brushed, applied makeup, and dressed her in her troubadour costume. The dressing room was now tidy, entirely, like if it was the first time. The only difference was that the poster was not seen. Rara came back to be herself in a sense, but nothing Coco did could hide the previous experience. Discord came in when the girls finished. The audience is coming, he said. Better be ready. I already repaired the light, like I said. And it's brighter. She continued to look at the mirror inexpressively. Coco shrugged at him. I tried to raise her up, but she seems to be unaware of our presence, she said. Discord then put his paw and claw on Rara's shoulder and came up with a simple dialogue. I know we haven't met formally since our introduction, but I just want to say that we are grateful you have given this opportunity to both of us. You are a great pony and a great friend. Yes, Coco continued, and that no matter how the night turns out, we'll be here for you. Well, I had to order those ponies. Wish you luck. Discord left the dressing room. Rara noticed an envelope on the counter. She took it and tried to find the remittent, but it hadn't. It's her minuet, Coco said. Rara looked at the designer astonished. She came here this morning and tidied the room. She even repaired your old radio. You can turn it on if you want. It seemed to me she still wanted to help you despite of your behavior at the cafe. Before you even ask, yes, she told me everything about it. That was rude from your part, but I guess you weren't ready for talking about it. While Rara was opening the envelope, Coco decided to give her a last piece of advice. Can I tell you something? Rara nodded. Contrary to you, I got my dream job thanks to a friend. After I got on the good side of my friend, I climbed up fashion career so quickly. I thought I was living in my dream life, but at the same time I was feeling empty. I couldn't stop thinking if I was just living with a friend in my favor. So I started on my own, and I discovered that my dream was making dresses on ponies, not for my occupation. What I'm trying to say is, you think you lost your dream and passion, But that's not the case either. You're only preoccupied about what would happen. But don't worry. You'll see everything is going to be okay. We're ready when you are. Coco left the dressing room. Rara then read Minuet's letter. The words chosen surprised her. For the best artist in Equestria, continue to the end and don't give up. Don't let any pony to tell you otherwise. Not even me. For it is written, let's live a life that gives us pride to tell. After that, Rara turned on the radio. It was settled on the last station it was originally transmitted. She heard the voice of Sapphire Shores. This entire planet is backwards. There hasn't been one instance of correct behavior by almost every single artist. I have come to the conclusion that they're defected. Rara, knowing her rival's complaints, was about to do the same as before, pick up the radio and throw it into the wall. But this time, it was different. But I'm not better, she stopped immediately. I'm also worried about my future. I'm almost elderly, and I know how media stopped caring about an artist when it reached the pinnacle of its career. If you ask me, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my future. I'm still learning. Now before I leave, I want to say this message to Rara. The singer's caught by surprise. Her rival, the pony she was jealous this whole time, wanted to speak to her. You're the most extraordinaire artist I've ever seen. You're passionate about your job. You know true friends are more valuable than any amount of money. And although you are afraid of me, you don't give up against those difficulties. In fact, I'm jealous of you because you realized those things at a young age. I didn't care about them until much later. I guarantee you will be loved by ponies for many generations to come. I'm anxious to see your play. I hope to arrive just in time. I hope you heard me. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for coming, Sapphire. We wish you the best of lucks. And thank you for tuning in to Writings on the Wall. See you next week. Attention, please. Discord's voice listening through the quarter. This is the first call. First! Rara turned off the radio and wrote as fast as she could a reply to Minuet on the same letter she gave to her. After finishing it and placing it in the envelope, she headed to the main stage. But not without a lasting duel between her and the Countess, chasing her down the corridors. Retract at this moment! You don't know what you're doing! Yes, I do. My friends trust me, and I must trust them. This is the second goal! Second! Rara turned to her with a purposeful, courageous, and secure face. Coco was coming to her and hastened her pace, but in the wrong moment, or maybe the appropriate one, she caught her discussing to nothing. Without Rara paying attention to her, Coco, unseen, witnessed everything. You call those freaks friends? I knew you had low standards for making friends, but this is pathetic. You barely met them. They are pathetic. They are not. They are my friends. Really? First was a farmer, now a shame for nature, a designer obsessed with her name, and a dentist pretending to be a psychologist? Rara, satiated, broke out. You don't control my life. You can't tell me what I have to do. Who cares about doing things others want? It's your passion, devoting, and liking what matters. I like being you. I enjoyed being you. But I can't take it anymore. It's time to let you go. I feel sorry for you, because you're alone. And I am not. Rara gasped and wheezed heartily. The Countess returned to the shadows that belonged. The singer turned around to find Coco looking at her. Perhaps she knew what had happened. Perhaps she could see and hear the Countess, but instead she said nothing. She just stood there, startled. Rara, conscious about the events, approached her and gave her the letter. If Minuet's here, deliver her this. It's the last favor I ask. This is the third call! Third call! Let's start! Rara went to the main stage and placed herself in the middle. The curtains of the stage opened, revealing the pop star dressed as a troubadour. The light that illuminated her was brighter than before. She could observe which ponies were there. Discord, along with his friend. Many critics from Manhattan. High society and royalty, like Princess Cadence, Shining Armor, and Princess Twilight, who was with her friends. Among them was Applejack, her old friend. And at the front line, at the first row, was Minuet. She had achieved her dream. She was about to leave her mark. And so, she began. Every pony's always quitting on me. My whole life. All the ponies I get to know quit. I never do. I'm loyal. I stay. But they all leave me. Started with my dad. He quit on us when I was little. And my mom quit on me even though she was still around. She quit caring and quit feeling anything. Everything I tried, every friend I made, quit on me in some way. I always felt like I failed them and drove them away. But here, I finally thought I found a place where I could be a part of something. This time we've been together for the best of days, my life. Sounds pathetic, but it's true. I've never been happier than I've been playing music with all of you. Coming here each day gives me something to live for. Something to make me drag my lazy carcass out of bed. I feel so alive. Playing with all of you. And it's more than just living. It's the fact that I found a place in this world. A place where I matter and I fit in. I don't feel lost anymore. But her efforts of getting rid of our worst enemy had taken a heavy toll on her. Mental stress, lack of sleep, lack of food had suffocated her. The former star had lost her majesty. She initially tumbled, and every pony thought that was part of the act. But suddenly and abruptly, she fainted. Every pony ran to her to see if she was okay. But the truth was, she collapsed to never get up again. For the best therapist in all Equestria, thanks for spending time with me. And as for the last question, here's my answer. In peace and satisfied. I would rather die before the ponies I love most. Thanks for helping me. Thanks.